Alright, so the churns within the TMC over Partha's party men now seeking Partha's sacking is now out in the open. This is the latest statement coming in from the General Secretary, now making a public sacking demand. This is Kunal Ghosh, who has now asked for the removal of Partha Chatterjee from the party and from the post as well. In fact, the TMC's Kunal Ghosh tweets, and I quote, "Partha Chatterjee should be removed from the ministry and all party posts immediately. He should be expelled, and if this statement is considered wrong, the party has every right to remove me from all posts." He also goes on to say that I shall continue as a soldier for the party even after this. That's the latest response coming in, even as there has been a growing demand for the removal of Partha Chatterjee after the scam and the unraveling of a monumental amount of cash, gold and other documents that have now revealed his role as far as the SSC scam case is concerned, where the investigation has been underway. This is the latest response coming in from Kunal Ghosh, as the TMC's own party men are now seeking Partha Chatterjee's sacking. This is the party General Secretary making this public announcement or a demand for the sacking of Partha Chatterjee as well. This is TMC's Kunal Ghosh tweeting, and I quote that Partha Chatterjee should be removed from the ministry and all party posts immediately. My colleague Tamal now joins us on this broadcast. So Tamal, after in fact there has been much deliberation and not much decided upon what role will Partha Chatterjee play and whether or not he will be removed, we have a party person now coming out with this demand.
Well, that's right. In fact, there has been the churning going on, and we have reported this first on Times Now as how a section of Trinamool Congress leadership had reached out to Mamata Banerjee, urging her to take some cognizable action against Partha Chatterjee, because they believe the public perception about Trinamool Congress has been highly hampered after the recovery of so much of money, and with more and more facts tumbling out that also allegedly link Partha Chatterjee in the alleged scam and the recovery of the money. Mind it, Enforcement Directorate believes that the money which has been recovered, it's nothing but proceeds of the crime, and crime which has been allegedly committed by Arpita Mukherjee in cahoots with Partha Chatterjee. So for the sake of probity, a section of Trinamool Congress leadership had been quite vocal with their demand that Partha Chatterjee should be removed from the ministry and also from the party post. But today, Kunal Ghosh, who's a Trinamool Congress spokesperson and State General Secretary, he has become outspoken rather, and he has taken to social media demanding openly that Partha Chatterjee should be removed from the ministry. He continues to be an industry minister of the state of West Bengal, and that apart, he is also the Secretary General of Trinamool Congress political party, and he is also the head of the disciplinary committee of Trinamool Congress. So he is saying that at this point in time, Partha Chatterjee should be removed from all party position, should be removed from the ministry.
Tamal, and we are also joined by Sukanta Majumdar of the BJP on the phone line. Mr. Majumdar, how would you respond to this latest tweet coming in from Kunal Ghosh? He is from the TMC. He is now demanding the sacking of Partha Chatterjee after all that has unraveled in the past week. He's also going on to state that this can even cost him a post in the party, but he's ready to, in fact, face any consequences.
See, the infights between the TMC leaders started now, and I think it will continue and this government will collapse. So this is the destiny of this party, because a party without any ideology, without any program, on the basis of only one slogan, that is Ma Mati Manush. This is the only slogan on which this party is depending upon. So this kind of party can't run for the long time. So it is the time to the collapse, and I feel this is the beginning.
Absolutely. And Mr. Majumdar, we have seen more seizures being made. Now the total amount of cash, gold and other documents being seized reaches over 53.22 crores. If we compare the total amount from last week and this week, how would you respond to that as well?
So, as I have already stated, that this is the tip of the iceberg. And I am sticking to my that comment, because all these notes are the new notes. But this corruption began before that is before the note bandi. So lots of money, those have been invested somewhere else. ED should expedite their raid in different parts, and not only the Partha Chatterjee and his close aide, They have the money. All other leaders, small leaders, those are situated in the district level. They also earn so much of money by giving the jobs, these SSC, to the different people. Those are not eligible for that post. And lots of money have been invested in the different parts of the state of the West Bengal.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Majumdar, for joining us here on Times Now. Let me go back to Tamal once again. So, Tamal, as far as the latest seizures are concerned, we have a total amount of now over 53.22 crores being seized in cash, gold and other means of, in fact, international currency as well. Take our viewers through what all has transpired since yesterday.
Well, dramatic turn of at the Belghoria house complex, where one of the flats of Arpita Mukherjee had been seized, and the other apartment from where the cash had been recovered. The cash counting process had continued till about 4:30 this morning, and finally around 5 in the morning, trunks loaded with money had been taken out from the apartment and have been now seized by Enforcement Directorate. Bank officials came and they took everything from the apartment. What you've been given to understand by ED sources that there are property deeds that they managed to find. There was a gold bar of nothing less than 6 kgs. That apart, there had been jewelry, other ornaments, and of course other valuables that they have recovered from this very property in Belghoria.
Absolutely, and these seizures continue to be made. Let me also now bring in fact, Congress leader Pradeep Bhattacharya on the phone. And Mr. Pradeep, how would you respond to this latest statement coming in from a TMC, in fact, leader, that is Kunal Ghosh, who is now demanding that Partha Chatterjee should be sacked? So what is the TMC waiting for?
Yes, I'm sure of it, that the Kunal Ghosh somehow, he has been convinced by some people that Partha Chatterjee is not doing in a correct way. He collected all this money. And as I have the two things which I'd like to explain to you. One is this: the relationship Partha Chatterjee and Kunal Ghosh was never a good one. This number one. Number two, what Kunal Ghosh is saying is completely different, and the massive differences between the Madam Mamata Banerjee, what she has said yesterday. So there is a contradiction has already started inside the party of TMC. So I'm sure of it, with this issue of the Partha Chatterjee party may be split it. There is no doubt about it.
And it looks like the split is out in the open, Mr. Pradeep, because we are seeing more and more party leaders coming out with these statements. And thank you, Mr. Bhattacharya, for joining us here on this broadcast. Let me also now go across to some more breaking news coming in as far as